How to deal with women that have a high body count. When dealing with women with a high body count, there are a few steps, a few strategies you need to follow to protect your safety, physically and mentally. When messing with any type of women, you have to be aware of the energy and time that you devote to three things for the most part. The dates that you go on, your communication with that woman, as well as hopefully the sex, the intercourse, which is what ultimately you're looking for. First of all, you should never take a woman with a high body count on expensive dates. I repeat, never take her on expensive dates. Why? Well, the reason you take someone on a date is to initiate friendship or relationship with that woman in a friendly way. It's to show her what your intent is, to show her that you like her and that you want to pursue her at that particular moment. It also means that you're trusting that she's not messing with a bunch of other guys at the same time. But that's exactly the issue with women that have a high body count, is that she's probably dealing with a bunch of dudes simultaneously. And if that's the case, you should not invest too much in her. If she's messing with 4 or 5 guys, if she's going on a bunch of dates, if she's dealing with all these dudes, you don't want to invest too much. You want to keep your dates cheap. Now, I'm not as extreme as some guys that will tell you, you should not even deal with those women at all. You should not even take them on dates. I'm not that extreme. I think you can still date them and still talk to them and still bang them, of course. But just make sure you invest very little in those women. Number 2 is the communication. You don't need to talk too much to such a woman. You don't need to. She's probably texting, going back and forth on Instagram, Snapchat with multiple guys anyway. As far as you're concerned, the only reason you talk to her is the only reason you communicate a lot with a woman is to try to build something sustainable, something long-term. That's the only time when you need to talk a lot, to communicate a lot with a woman, okay? If you're dealing with somebody who's been with a bunch of guys, there's no reason to build something long-term. You want to keep it short-term. So when you're talking to her, when you're texting, man, just keep it very short, and typically only talk to her before you set up a date. Before you set up a date or before she comes over to your house. That's the only time you need to initiate conversation. But you should never do it more than 3 times a week. Never more than 3 times. Keep it short, keep it simple, keep it moving. When it comes to the third thing, which is to get laid, which is what most guys want. I know a lot of you guys like to hit it raw. A lot of you guys, man, it's like, I have to hit it raw, man. That's how I like it. If it's not raw, then I don't enjoy it. Man, I'm going to keep it real with you, man. You don't want to do that with a girl who's been around the block. You don't want to do that. Look, I know you can get an STD from any woman, even a girl with a low body count can give you STD. But it's more likely that you're going to get it from somebody who's been messing around, who's been sleeping with a bunch of dudes. It's more likely that's going to happen, statistically. So stay protected, wear a condom, be safe. Now, the good thing is a girl with a high body count may be more experienced, right? She may be very good in bed and you may enjoy it. Just make sure you protect yourself. That's all I'm saying. Now, one more thing. You want to make sure, as I said before, that you keep that relationship short term. When I say short term, I'm really talking 2-3 months, man. After 2 to 3 months, if it's still going on, if she still wants to be in touch with you, you may want to slow it down. You may want to cut it off completely. You don't want to deal with that kind of women long term. Look, a lot of guys may not be able to move on because they don't have a replacement. You just have to do it. You just have to move on and try to find somebody else in the meantime. It may take some time. It may not be easy. It may not be fun. But trust me, if you want to save yourself headache down the line, you need to cut it off, man. After 2 to 3 months, if she has a high body count, you don't want to hold on to her. So overall, don't take her on expensive dates. Save your money. Don't spend too much time talking to her. Save your time. And most importantly, protect yourself. Wear a condom, man. That's how you play the game with those women. That's how you stay safe. Peace.